Hi Tribe, Anna Logan Riversby here, creator of How to Promotion programs, live events and series, and welcome to another career Q&A week where I have another set of questions from you which I find really important to tackle. It seems to me that I'm finding every single question that you're asking really important to tackle, but they are so prevalent that people have been asking me this for so long that, I think it's really important for us to solve it, gradually, step by step, and to first of all address it all. So thank you so much again for sending me these questions. If I haven't answered to your question yet, just remind me, send me a PM, and if you haven't asked me yet, what are you waiting for? Just ask me what is your most urgent question and what is it you need me to talk to you about. Do you need a solution of some kind? Do you need a clarity of something? Just ask me, post a question either below or actually send me a private message so that I can put it on my list, and I will tackle it. I will give you some guidance. Okay, so let's go into the next set of questions. So there are questions that are focusing about visibility here. So the question goes like this: how can I make my achievements more visible? How to spot opportunities, step up, and propose a course of action so that I can make myself visible? How do you become more visible when you're just forever running from meeting to meeting and then having to work late to catch up on your notes? Okay, so the first thing that I will tell you is to stop and to start doing the 3 steps that I always advise to do. The first step is awareness. Ask yourself, why are you always running around? You're always at the meetings. When you come home, you're catching up on your notes. You don't have time to eat, yet alone to think and reassess and ruminate about your day. Why are you doing this? One of the most common reasons for women today is that they are stuck in nurturing some habits that are really bad for you. So if you find yourself in this enigma on how to make yourself more visible, and you want to but you can't, you most probably have some of these habits. Number 1, you're a perfectionist. You're a perfectionist who loves your job, who evaluating the expertise of your job, who wants everything to be perfect. And what's that doing to you is several things. Number 1 is that you are then overwhelmed and overburdened with so many things to do, because you are going in there overseeing everybody, and if it's not done right, you're going to do it yourself, okay, because you can't trust anybody to do their job, and the project is never good enough. Okay, so that's to do with your programming, limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. If I don't do it, nobody else will, whatever it is. There's like some internal programming here that needs to be changed. That's one of the things. If you're a perfectionist as well, and if you are valuing your expertise a lot, which most women do, because you know that old saying that if there's a job and man and a woman apply for it, man will go for it if he only knows 60% of that job, and a woman is going to apply for it confidently if she knows 100% of the job. Okay, so what happens here? You are overvaluing impact of the expertise, of your expertise in the job, but you are undervaluing and forgetting your career as a whole. Okay, so you are not visible because you're focusing so much on giving on your expertise at the task at hand, and you're forgetting that, you know what, after years of doing that, you have to start thinking about your progression in your organization, your progression of your career. Where is it that you want to go, and why, and how much money you want to be earning, why? So in this trap of being perfect and evaluating yourself in terms of your expertise, you're forgetting to step up and be a leader and to see the path of your career more. So stop working on the job all the time. Step up and start seeing where do you want your ambition and life stage, your needs to take you. Okay, so I've had some of my clients who their lack of visibility was caused by lack of confidence. Okay, they did not know how to step up. When you're confident, you know how to step up. Okay, so but they suffered from perfectionism, which perfectionism, not just that, but this is one of the things, causing them to not being able to delegate. Okay, so you're doing everything yourself. And the cause of perfectionism also is that you do not understand how to prioritize. You want to do everything, okay, all the time. Prioritizing means that you do the tasks that you see valuable for your career overall, as well as your organization. Okay, we don't want to like discard the organization. Who gives a fuck now about the organization? You do care, and I know. So, but you have to prioritize. You cannot do everything. Choose the tasks that are going to reflect well on you and where you want to go, and do them. The rest you delegate. Delegate or leave. And whoever wants them to be done, say, I'm sorry. I do not have resources, which is my time and energy, my friend, to do these tasks which are not benefiting me. So I had so many women come to me like, oh, I accepted, something like being like a member of the committee of some organization because, somebody else, sort of suggested this for me. Why did you do that? Does that lead you anywhere in your career? Does it give you energy? If it does, great. Do something that energizes you. If it's just taking out of your resources, why do you do it? Hold on. Why is it low battery again? Oh God. I'm sorry, I'm just having these issues with my tech all the time. Hold on. Let me just reconnect this to the power source. There we go. Now it's going to be better. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so yes, we're tackling, visibility and the disease of perfectionism. But there is another one. Okay, so perfectionism, as I said, is caused by you not knowing how to prioritize because you're lacking vision. Out of all the trees, you've forgotten to see the woods, okay? So you have to start learning how to prioritize. And you also have to start trusting others to do the job that it doesn't benefit you. Okay, so learn how to delegate. These two things are going to cure your perfectionism that is actually not serving you at all. The second thing, which is complementary, it happens very often with women, and that is disease to please. Okay, so you're going to be, I was talking about you accepting some roles and duties that actually are not serving you, and you're accepting them even though you feel bad about taking them on, and it's going to be draining for you, but you don't want to be disappointing that person that thought about you and suggested this to you and gave it to you. You cannot make everybody happy, and I think that you know that. Okay, so why are you then suffering from this need to please people, to make everybody happy, to be cheerful when you would like to be crying, when you were smiling when you've just been hurt or humiliated? Why do you want to please somebody that, frankly, you should not be caring about that in the situation? Why is this disease to please prevalent in so many women? Because we've been programmed from, as I say, usually little feet, to be obedient, to be clean, to be pretty, to not be aggressive. We've been always squashed and pushed into some kind of, square that we have to somehow fit in. And yes, now I'm like perfect for everybody else's needs. I'm going to be cooking and cleaning, taking care of kids, taking care of my parents, and getting promoted to like CEO. I'm going to do everything. I mean, hello? Did you see how impossible that is? No wonder so many women are so stressed. They come to my events. They're like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. but yet in front of you they're going to be smiling and looking confident. I was doing the same thing, but I think I was in a worse situation, because I was, yeah, I'm confident, yeah, great, and the next day I burnt out. I was completely and totally in the dark. I was blindsided to how much damage the environment and my thinking and behaving, my habits did to me. When I started burning out, I became a perfectionist, and I was people pleasing before that, but then I became perfectionist, then I became nasty. Completely changed my character. So what I usually say in these situations, how to become more visible, is to come back to who you are. Examine the habits that do not serve you, such as people pleasing or perfectionism. And there is like plenty more. Examine which ones do not serve you and adapt them, change them, delete them, install something new that can serve you. But the number one thing is always, out of 3 steps you need to do, awareness of what's really going on and why. Are you stuck? Why are you not visible? Okay, so I've been giving you some general explanations of general causes, but each person is, an individual in their own right. So it's going to be different. It's going to be having some different needs and wants and different problem. So you have to tackle your own individual one. It's not like one box fits all. It's not true at all. So you have to find it and delete it. That's just a second step. And the third one, after these 2 steps, then you can start being more visible. And then you can find out how to actually say no to things, okay? And stop running forever from meeting to meeting, and then you're exhausted, you can't do anything else. You have to start paying attention to your career goal and career purpose as a human being, because why are you there in the first place? I think that was helpful. If you have any questions about this, please ask me, because the topic is huge and I'm trying to put it into a really short video. So ask me questions about career challenges. Where are you stuck right now? What is that's really troubling you? Do you have a question you need to ask me about your career? What is that's really on top of your mind, right now in terms of your career? Ask me this either down below, comment on the video, or send me a private message, and I'm going to be tackling this in the next video. So until we see each other next, be kind, be brave, and create the world